very
Good.
well. Okay, I want to thank you for doing this interview, by the
Of
way.
course, this is very cool.
Um, with Instinct Magazine, my name is Gerald Biggerstaff. I'm here with Colin O'Leary. His videos, he became a viral sensation with his video O'Leary Car Ride Show Tunes Act 1, which has over 2.5 million
On
views
YouTube,
on
yes.
YouTube. And his and your current video, which was put up the other
Yeah,
day,
2 nights ago.
already has 15,000 views on YouTube. Um, so how all this, your first video, what inspired
I
that?
So actually, there was one before that that never made it to YouTube. It was a Christmas one. Um, we did a Christmas, like the Christmas Carol video, and I'm like doing the whole lip syncing, and my mom is just driving the car. And it more stemmed from her. She was like, let's try it out. Let's just do it. Because that is just something that we would do daily. Like just growing up, I would be like going around the house in costumes and singing and dancing. And she would just be so used to it and not paying any attention. So we were just like, let's just start recording it. And then the Christmas one happened. It wasn't edited that great. Like I never put the music over the actual video. I just used the sounds of the audio in the video. But it's on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook. You could probably dig very deep into Facebook and find it. But the show tunes one was the next one that we did, and I put the music over it and I edited it and I put it on YouTube. So that was the one that really took off somehow.
Right.
Yeah, very cool.
Um, your mom plays a very large role in your
Yes.
videos. How does she keep from
It's
laughing, especially in the first video when you do the parts with your
So
feet?
actually the feet one is the only one, literally the only one out of hundreds of scenes that we did. The feet is the only one that she laughed at. And I cut it right at the moment where she starts to break. That is the only part
Wow.
she laughs. Everything else she is just not even paying attention. She's usually mad at me because I have paint on my face or I'm lugging in gowns and props into the car. So she really wants nothing to do with it at the end of the day. But we do it, and she just pulls through. So that's pretty great.
Nice. Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm trying to do some. Okay, that's not gonna work. Oh well. Trying to. I was trying to like record using my MacBook, like have my phone connected to my
Oh,
MacBook, and it's not working. But I have a backup. I have it like recording set up in I have Instagram Live settings to save it to my files once I'm done.
okay.
So,
It's a little glitchy.
how long does it take? Oh, is it better
Kind
now?
of. It sounds like very like robotic.
Dang it. Is it better now?
Think so. Your picture's blurry, but I can hear you now.
Dang. Okay. All right. Let's see. It's working better. All right. Is it working better
Yeah,
now?
yeah, it's better.
It feels like. Okay. How long does it take to do a video from the planning stage to completion?
So probably around 3 months, I would say, fully. I start off with the music. I start like just like going in here and like just like thinking of just different songs, different things, pulling out like iconic commercial. Like I really try to like get like things that everyone knows, big names, big people.
Right.
And then I think of like in my opinion their best work and their best songs or their best performances, and then I really stem off from there, and then I pick like the best parts and the most known parts of the song, and then I start to get that the music of that, and I start editing that into iMovie. So I do the music first, and then I put the video on top of that. And it
Oh,
all
wow.
happens like there's no plan. I don't like sketch it out fully before. I just get ideas along the way. I'd be in the car dressed as one character, and then I get a brand new idea to do a different character to a different song. So there really is no formula to it. It kind of just happens. And then like my friend would just drop off 150 battery operated candles that he didn't want anymore. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. So then I did a whole scene with the candles. So that's just how things just happen. It's just, and I'm very open to it. I collect like gowns and costumes and props. Like I store these things in bins and different labels, Wizard of Oz or Phantom. I have all different categories of just props and costumes because I know that I will go back into my brain and think of things to pull from candelabras or shoes or something that I need. So I'm also thinking of like in the future when I stumble on these certain pieces, and then that also inspires me to do different things. So it's all different. It's all
Wow.
it's just crazy. And that's like my issue is like organization and like trying to organize like my thoughts and trying to get it done. But it happens and it's very disorganized, but I'm very happy with how it turns out. So yeah.
Very nice. What has been the most challenging part to making your
Probably my
videos?
mom. I only get one take with every take. I'm only allowed one take. Except for the Liza Minnelli one. I did that a couple of times because I had to actually hit it, and that took some time to hit the actual ball. But yeah, definitely my mom because she only wants one take. She only wants to do a couple a day. I could do like the full day just recording. She only 3 tops. That's like it. So waiting on her and like just like trying to get her involved is definitely the hardest part. Everything else is pretty easy. Like, and the last thing that I think about is the acting. Like I don't like practice or anything. I just like do it. I'm just like, all right, be Liza Minnelli, boom, and I just like go out and do it. The preparation is really the costuming or the props or the bat and the ball and the locations too. That's like those are more hard than the actual finding the character.
Right, right. Um, I read you're studying production and set design at Pace
Yes.
University. Has any of your classmates recognized you
Oh
from
yeah,
your
they
videos?
were there for it all. I was actually when the first video came out, I was in my costume design class. LGBTQ LGBTQ Nation did like a whole article on it, and I was like on my phone as like people were presenting their work, and I was like trying to like keep up on what people were saying and the shares and LGBTQ Nation. That's like how the first one really blew up was because they made an article on it and I remember going through all those articles and what people were saying during the classes. So yeah, all of my classmates know about it and they enjoy it. They play it
Wow.
on the big screen, and when I'm not even there and I walk into it playing, and I'm like, what's going on? So it's fun. Yeah.
You and your mom were invited to a taping of Will and Grace by the producers. Was that
Yes. Yes.
correct? How surreal was it not only to see them tape an episode, but to like have
It
them
was
praise your work
it was the
during the?
most unreal thing I think I've ever experienced because I've always like had to like work and like get my stuff out there and like be known and like show people like what I'm doing and stuff. And no one ever like knows who I am or like really cares. So the fact that like all these big people were like watching the video and like laughing at it and clapping and stuff was really like surreal and crazy. And but that's what I loved about it. It was very cool to like experience that. But it was really cool. They got to share the video in front of the entire live studio audience, and they all watched it. And Sean Hayes was loving it. Sean Hayes is the reason why they flew me out there because he showed the producer Max Muchnick the video, and they just loved it, and they wanted to bring us down. So it was a very cool experience.
Yeah, Sean Hayes just seems like
Oh my
he's a
God, he's
class
so cool.
act.
He's great, and this is all up his alley. He loves lip syncing and performing and being funny. Like that is Sean Hayes. So it was really cool that it stumbled upon him. I hope he sees the new one. I hope he checks that out. I haven't heard anything from him, but it'd be really cool if he sees it and just watches it.
Um, I as well as many people have who watch your videos want to know when can we expect uh, you, what can we expect from your next video, and will there be more pink
So,
trunks?
probably yes to the pink trunks, maybe a different color. Probably boots involved. Um, but the next one that I can say is going to be very Disney. I'm gonna tap into the world of Disney, and so it's
Oh
not gonna. But
wow!
I'm gonna try to stay away from like cliche cartoon Disney. No, but definitely there's definitely gonna be cartoon Disney in it, but not like the cliche like Disney. I'm thinking like Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, Disney like very
Yes,
like Leah Salagna. What has she done? You know, like broad, definitely the Broadway world of Disney. So it's more like
right.
Broadway-fied Disney, but not necessarily Disney on Broadway. Like I would still use like the actual original Disney recordings, but more Broadway. So I don't know. It's gonna be like a mix again.
Hmm.
Like this one was definitely a mix of just. But there is also the new one that I just posted. There is some sort of connection throughout everyone. I think whether it's like the hopeless girl that is an orphan, or the witches, or a diva, and I think like Barbara Streisand could also go under a witch category, or Liza Minnelli. So there's, I definitely try to pick a theme. So this one will definitely be Disney, and that doesn't necessarily mean like Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. It just means like the world of Disney and what Disney has done. Even Star Wars. Star Wars is part
Right,
of Disney now, so it's endless.
right, right, right. And plus
Yep,
Marvel
yep, and
Universe.
Pixar. So Toy Story, like all those fun, iconic, again, like commercial iconic movies that I really want to tap into. But yeah, that's where I'm thinking of now. I also, my friend, another reason why I really want to do this is my friend. She fosters dogs, and right now she has a litter of little puppies. There's like eight of them, eight puppies.
Oh,
So I was like, I have to be Cruella Deville, and I have to be chasing the
yes.
puppies all over the place. So I'm gonna do that soon before they turn into real big dogs.
Okay. Yeah, and I did that the end scene of your latest video with the
Yeah.
Annie sequence. That was
I don't even know
hilarious.
how. I was like, so I had the entire video edited. It was done, except I didn't have an ending. I had no. I think I ended it with Home from The Wiz, but the ending to that, like
Right.
the big finale, is so long. It's like a minute of just instrumental music, and she's just like screaming. So I couldn't use that because it was just too long, and I really wanted like a big like finale, like a big finish. And then I saw, I think like a community theater or someone, they posted their Annie, a production of Annie that they did. She was singing Tomorrow, and then it was like the caption was like, "Tomorrow we love you. You're always a day away. Stay safe, everyone. We got hope." So I was like, "Oh, that's like a good message to do tomorrow." And I was like, "But I don't want to just be like Orphan Annie singing Tomorrow. Like that's so boring." So then I remembered that my friend's dog, who happens to also be the color of sand for Sandy, um, I remember that when I used to go over there, she would do this thing where she doesn't like bite you or anything, but she plays with you, and she like, but to the point where she like attacks you, and she'll like she'll like
Right.
tug on you on your clothes, and I loved
Mm.
doing that with her. Like every time I would go over, I would just like rile her up, and we would just be like going crazy. So then I remembered about that, and I was like, oh my god, that would be so funny if she was attacking Annie. So that's how. So we took two takes. One take was me lip syncing to Tomorrow, and then the other take was the dog attacking me and trying to get the dog to jump on me, which she did. So that was great.
Very cool. All right, my
Yes.
final question. What are your plans after you've graduated from Pace? Have you been off which? finish before I ask you the
So
next
right now,
question.
actually, I don't go to Pace anymore. I
Oh,
stopped junior year because it wasn't the right fit for me. So I'm in the process of transferring, figuring out where I want to go, just to finish off, get my degree, and be done with it. I think I also want to go more towards like just art and painting. Like just, I mean, I definitely don't want to lose the acting and performance aspect of it, but just to finish off,
right.
just to, and I do need to tone my artistic abilities, and I would like to like also just communicate with teachers and professors about that. So I definitely want to go into that and just finish off. But after, I would like to go into the world of film and maybe California, see what's going on there. So I don't really know. I'm very up in the air right now, but I hope something. I hope there's an answer. So,
Um, I saw your Instagram page of Colin's Creations uh, with all your set
yes.
design and pieces. Very,
Thank
very
you.
cool work that you do. Have you been approached by any production companies
Not
for your
yet.
work?
No. I'm just working on my own, getting jobs wherever I can. Working at an equity theater right now called the Argyle on Long Island, and a lot of big
Oh,
designers
nice.
have worked there. So it's a good start. I'm starting there, seeing what's gonna happen. But I definitely don't want to get caught up in the world of scenic design, because that's the other thing. There's like a union, and this the preparation for it. It's so much, and it's just you got to really dedicate everything to that craft. So, and I don't want to lose the performance and acting ability. And also, there's just the world of directing that I really haven't tapped into. The most directing I've done was with these videos, but I would love to do like a real full production. So that's another thing that's on the list of things I want to do, is directing and see how I can get into that world. So yeah.
Very, very awesome. Well, Colin, I thank you again for taking the time
Thank
to
you.
do
It was
this
a lot of
interview.
fun.
And stay safe during this quarantine, self
Yes, you too.
isolation,
Yep.
whatever you want to call it. And hope you're keeping very
Oh
much
yeah. I'm already
occupied.
thinking of a new one, so we'll see what happens.
Awesome. We've got a lot of people
Oh,
looking
great.
forward
That
to it.
makes me so happy. Oh, you
You have a
too.
great
Thank you so
day.
much.
All right. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.